Somebody feeling good.
Real good. Man. I'm almost need another
He
refill.
feeling so good. We ain't even got music. Like,
For real, for real. We could just talk this shit.
Let's get this going, man. It's been an eventful freaking 2 days that we've been off, and we
Tell
got
me about it.
lots to talk about.
But
Happy
first,
yeah.
we gotta give a shout out to my boy,
To my
to my
man.
son, to my man. He over his sleep. He'd have had a tiresome day. My son turned 4 today. Happy birthday to my little
Happy
boy.
birthday.
big boy.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, man.
Oh my
It's crazy because like
God.
you only get like somebody once said, you only get 4 years with kids.
Yeah.
Then after that, the world takes over. Because they can go to school, they, meet new people, they learn different things. Now, what
They
they
become
learn is
their
out of
own
your control.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What they learn isn't always all the way out of your control, but for the most part,
I would say 20% of what they see on the outside when they're not with you is what they gain.
what
So
they,
80% is all, you and
yeah,
and the family. And the other 20% is social interaction, which is very important in the early development phases for children. But I think personally, from
thank you, Nisha. Okay, sorry.
everything we've been talking about lately, man, we need to start freaking homeschooling our kids these days.
I'm saying, man, I'm getting nervous for real. Because it's no longer safe. We talked about it a couple episodes ago
I'm not
where
talking about the safe part. That's even a kicker. That was a kicker for me because like homeschooling, I was totally against it. But
until
now,
Who's Mary and Barbara?
Marion Barber.
Marion, but oh, the Dallas, the
Oh yeah, yeah,
Dallas
yeah.
and
Running back.
Bears running back. Yeah, yeah, he Marion Barber passed, man.
No
That
way.
was like super recent. That happened within the hour. That was like not too long ago. He was found dead in his apartment, man. That's crazy. But he wasn't like an active player at the moment. Like
And he wasn't that old either.
he was what, 38?
That's insane.
Oh, damn, that's young.
Yeah, so it sucks. Honestly, because what can you do? This teacher, like everything that's going on now. They've got and we're gonna talk about this too. They've got shootings in hospitals. They've got shootings in schools. A freaking nursery, not the actual nursery, but around the nursery, like there was shots fired. Daycare center, excuse me. The daycare center had bullet holes in it from somebody shooting around the daycare center, like in Virginia.
Wow.
This shit's crazy,
That's
yo. Like
Yeah.
crazy.
So there was
something's in
another
the water.
shooting that happened in Virginia. But there was a woman that actually shot back and killed the shooter.
Yeah.
Oh, at that graduation party. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was like, I ain't having it.
And
She
this is
pulled a
a
Medea real quick.
prime example of why everybody
She
need to
pulled
have
a
some shit on.
Medea. Like, let me
And
pull my
what's
piece
crazy about
out.
that? And I'm glad I got my conspiracy hat on.
Here you go.
The seed
As
is not,
always.
the seed is not for Coach. Is
The what?
the C in this hat is not for Coach.
He feeling good already. You gotta
What
excuse
seat? We
him.
don't see the seat.
You don't see the C.
Didn't you hear him say baby girl keeps him fresh?
Oh my gosh. The coach.
Coach out, man.
Here you go.
Shout out,
Okay.
shout out
Go
to my
ahead.
coach.
Continue with what you were saying.
Shout out to my queen, keeping her king filled with royalty.
Did y'all see
Oh
the meeting that
boy.
Trump had with the senators back in 2018 about mass shootings? I did not see that, Brandon. Shoot me
Uh-uh.
shoot us a
Post
message
the
real
link.
quick. Post a nah, don't post it. Shoot
Yeah,
us a
I
DM
want to
real
see the
quick.
link.
Shoot us a DM real quick. We'll check it out real quick. A chef is coming. He said he clocking out right now. So but yeah, man, shit's going crazy right
Yeah,
now.
and another thing that's going crazy is I recently saw like some news about um something was passed in the Senate or at least Congress about a bill saying that police don't need probable cause to
Yeah.
cause bodily harm or anything like that. Like,
Or search vehicles anymore, or
oh, that's fucking
it's
crazy.
getting wild.
It's,
Like they've already been pushing the
It's crazy
boundary
because
of
now
what
they
they
can
can
legally do
do,
what
and
they've
now they
been
can
doing
legal.
illegally.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, they've been doing the shit
They
illegally, and
can
now all of
legally
a
do it
sudden it's
now.
like, oh shit, now we can get away with it. Oh hell yeah, let's do this. So shits, man. I'm nervous for America, man. I'm nervous
I'm
for
not.
the track that
I'm
we're
not.
on.
I,
I am simply because like I feel like we're getting too reckless. Like think
so
about it. How many other countries have to deal with mass shootings?
none.
Exactly.
Not none
That's
on this
that's a
level.
problem.
Not on
How
this level.
many other countries now, don't get me wrong, there's terrorists everywhere. But how
Mhm.
many other countries are dealing with the amount of terroristic threats that we get? How many other countries like
We
this
do.
is now I understand the excuse is, oh, this is a melting pot and everyone is here. I get that. I
Mm-mm.
understand that. However, that's still not a reason. If
It,
people are coming here for freedom and for opportunity and all this other shit, I don't think they're the people that are causing the terroristic threats and shit. I don't think those
Yeah,
aren't the people
yeah.
that are fucking shit up because
So
it's
they
gonna
they got an
take
opportunity here.
it's gonna
that's the
take
thing.
laws to be changed because if you think about it, back in the day with the whole slavery thing and the Jim Crow era, it's like it took laws to be put into place for things to change because before then it was out of control too. So it's gonna take somebody to come in there. I don't know who, but it's gonna take somebody to come in and put laws into place that's gonna actually
Look
work.
at it like this. We are still a young country. Other
That is true.
countries have had years to solidify and stabilize.
Okay,
We are
young
how many
how?
years? How many years are we out of apartheid? 50.
Okay, but
Less than,
still,
less than 50. Less than 50.
regardless, though, yes, we are in theory a young country, even though we've been here for over 500 years.
500?
Yes, almost
Is the Constitution older than 500 years?
400, excuse me.
No.
400,
So
400.
we're about like 460 something.
Yeah, we almost at 500.
Yeah,
We ain't
we're
that far off.
almost like
But
almost.
even still, you telling me,
But
you telling me,
there was constant change, to the freaking Constitution, to everything else, and until like recently in the 1950s, 1960s, 1964 to be exact, where everybody was put on a equal playing field, supposedly, by law.
okay, even
Yeah,
still,
but it still
that
wasn't
also
equal because
adjust
they were still lynching young black
and
brothers.
that
Like
also
that's not
adjusted with
equal.
other countries because other countries did the same thing around the same time. So we're really not far off. You think about it, right?
Yeah.
The quote unquote founding fathers, even though they ain't found shit, they founded the name America.
So let's take this.
But let's
Let's
just
take this in perspective. We have a problem that's endemic to the U.S., which is school shootings, mass shootings, wherever you want to put it. But people still want to come here, no matter what the narrative is. People still want to come here. Why? Why is that? Ask yourself why.
I've racked my brain about this. I
Okay,
don't know
Well,
because
I
we
mean,
want
put it like this: you have been like,
most people that are in, I'll say indigenous, most people that are born here in the US, well, I'm not gonna say most, a lot of people here in the US want to leave. Like our understanding, are
yeah,
coming
they
to the
want to
realization
leave.
that this isn't all that's out there. This
But
can't
and
be
and that's true.
everything.
But listen. So like, I don't know how long you like. I don't know what countries you visited, but if you go over to like them Asian countries and stuff, where the little kids is selling chiclets on the side of the road for
mhm.
income, yeah, you would want to come to the US.
I
Like
get that.
I am glad that I'm not there, but at the same time, you get people, Filipinos, who will do 20 some years in the military and move back to the
Straight back.
Philippines and live off of their paycheck and just straight ball
Ball.
out of control.
Ball.
I mean, be millionaires. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, they buy all kind of property and stuff and just make money. They consider like rich. So yeah,
But see,
that's why they want to come.
So it used to be home ownership in a Cadillac. Facts. Here's the problem. So yeah, you say, Brandon, you said the American dream. The American dream, people are starting to realize, isn't a dream. It's not.
It's
not
a damn
something.
nightmare.
It's a fucking nightmare. It's
You
a.
know what? Okay, so not everybody lives the American dream, but it's those who contribute and find the loopholes that live the American dream. That's not what is sold. What's sold is anybody can make it, and that is true. Anybody can make it.
And this is the thing about America. This is what you got to give American politics and the media credit for.
Mhm.
They are some motherfucking salesmen.
Salesmen.
They can sell the shit out of America. But this is also the other thing. We control the world news.
Yes.
We are in control of it. So they only see what we want them to
And
see.
it's all fake news.
And it's all bullshit.
Woo!
It's all fake
all
news.
bullshit. It's
All bullshit.
So
We gotta get started, y'all.
Yo, yeah, let's get started.
We do.
We're about to go down a rabbit hole.
We don't have Jerry Jones. We don't have no music. Chef is still getting off work. He's coming soon, y'all. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of the Perfectly Balanced Podcast. Just a panel of brown people having good conversations over here. I'm your host, Big Rob. Who else we got in the building?
It's your girl Sunshine. God damn it, Kai.
He does it every time.
He does. I think he do that on purpose.
Oh,
But anyway, before I was
come in
rudely
like right there.
interrupted, like why you didn't do that after I got done? Anyway, it's your girl Sunshine. Once again, up past my bedtime, making it do what it do, baby. Now go, Kai. I'm done. I feel like I have to say I'm done when I'm done.
KG, aka Dr. Graves, no PhD. You know who we are. We came to drop bars.
Factual information, ladies and gentlemen. You know we do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. First things first, we got to start off with wishing my son a very merry Christmas. The fuck, very happy birthday, my son. I know, right? It's crazy. My son 4 years ago was born today. 4 years ago. It's crazy. He's over here asleep. That's why I'm talking so subtle. Man, we had a busy day today. We went and saw that little cartoon Bad Guys.
My son went to see that last week at the he had a field trip for school to go see it. He said it was funny.
It is. It's actually a pretty dope movie, and I'm gonna touch on it a little bit later, but it's a good movie. And then we went to Chuck E. Cheese, which I've never been able to.
I hate Chuck E. Cheese.
Same,
to me, Chuck E. Cheese is like a baby mama paradise on child support day. It's so not like what it used to be. Like when it went from showbiz to Chuck E. Cheese, it's truth. Like it just got so hood and ratchet. Like you'll catch anything up in there.
it's really a it's like the Walmart on a midnight Tuesday. Like
you never know what you're gonna find up in there.
But I will say my son had a ball. Okay, he had the most fun he's probably ever had. He was running from game to game. We loaded up his car one time, $36, that was it. And he played everything multiple times. So he had a great time there.
You know what? He was probably thinking y'all was balling.
For real.
$36.
They got money, right?
Like my son used to do when you getting $5. I'm rich. It's $5. Like that $5 finna go a long way.
Hey, let's do something different for our format when we're starting and go over what we're gonna talk about.
let's do that. So
Hi.
we we are
Off the dome.
we're gonna discuss a couple things today. We're gonna discuss what happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma. If you haven't heard, there was another shooting in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna talk about the results of Amber Heard and Johnny Depp's defamation case. We're gonna talk about what else are we gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about
But Jada and Will thing.
Jada and Will again.
Briefly.
Very, very briefly. Very briefly. We are also going to talk about a family dynamic. We're going to talk about that as well. But before we talk about all of that, we have to discuss, or we have to announce who the winner of the Stars Sender, I don't know what we're gonna call it, Sending competition. We have to announce the winner of May's competition. Whoever sends the most stars, if you guys don't know, whoever sends the most stars to us over the month will get a special prize from us, the Perfectly Balanced Podcast crew. All right. And we did it in April. We did it in May. We're gonna do it again this month. We're gonna continue to do this because we want to show you guys that the support you give us can be returned to you guys as well. So without further ado, let me announce the third, second, and first place winners of this, or well, not this month, last month's star sending competition. All right. So in third place, we have Nunu.
What?
Yeah.
Place.
Nunu winning. It was only 1,250 stars, but appreciate the support, appreciate the love. Hey, there you go, Chef. What's going on? Okay, he left again. There he is. Hey. What's up, Chef? Hey, so we are announcing the winner of the Stars competition for this month.
Oh shit! Let me hold something. Whoever won.
Oh my god!
Nunu.
Come on, go ahead. Number 2. Who's in second place?
Nunu was number 3. Number 2 is April's winner, Reggie. Reggie came in second for the month of May with 3,500 stars.
But we all know if you ain't first, you last. So who's the first one?
You ain't first.
Money.
All right, and the first place winner is, drum roll please, Mr. Maurice Cornish. Appreciate it, Mo.
Big Money Mo.
Big
That's
Money
his
Mo
name
came
now.
through.
Big Money Mo.
Big Money Mo came through with the stars in the month of May. It was
Was
it was May.
Was it Monday? Mo came through and stole it.
Oh
Yeah.
no, he dropped some major stars on us in last week, coming into this week actually. So that was the little bump he needed, I guess. Yeah, May Money Mo. There we go. Mo Money Mayweather. No, Mo came through with the W this month or last month. So Mo, we will be sending you a special care package from Perfectly Balanced Podcast crew. Hand claps.
Hand claps in the chat.
In the chat. No, we appreciate the support, Mo, for real. So like I said, we are going to be sending you something very special from the Perfectly Balanced Podcast crew. And because you're in a close proximity to one of our castmates here, could be hand delivered. Might be hand delivered. You never know. But of course, Mo, we're gonna need that video from you when you get it. See, yeah, we're gonna have to see what we're gonna make it do to do. But yeah, so Mo, thank you so much for the support. Again, you will be getting a prize from us, from Perfectly Balanced Podcast crew, to you. Now moving on, we have to talk about we're gonna talk about the family dynamic a little bit. So there was a case that I sent out to you guys in the text message group chat, where a gentleman had been raising a child for, what was it, 14, 15, 16 years?
16. He was 16.
16 years, right? After 16 years, found out that the child that he had been raising, the son he had been raising, is not his.
Wait, first you have to tell the story right. So they were married. They have an 18-year-old, a 16-year-old, and a 13-year-old. He found out that the 16-year-old wasn't biologically his. So basically, the wife had cheated,
stepped out,
had a baby, and had him thinking that, I guess, that the baby was his. Okay.
Happy.
You want me to finish telling it?
Go ahead. You got it.
Yeah, let Sunshine take this.
Yeah, because I was like, come on, get the story out.
She was hot about this one.
So he had been raising this child for 16 years. When he found out that the child wasn't his, he moved out. They got divorced. But when he would call home, or when he would call his wife to talk to the kids, the 3 kids, mind you, the middle son, he would talk to the oldest child and the youngest child, and he wouldn't ask to talk to the middle child. So I guess after a while of him doing that, the middle child felt some type of way, and rightfully so. And he was like, what, don't you love me no more? Like, why don't you want to talk to me? So finally, he tells the child, like, I just need some time to heal or whatever. And so the child was like, fuck you, and hung up the phone on him. You know what I'm saying? So years go by, he gets married. He wanted the son to come to his wedding. The son didn't want to come. He wanted the son to come visit his house. The son didn't want to come. So now he's like, his wife just had a new baby, and my son didn't want to come and see his half sister. But it's like, why would he want to come there? That's how I feel. Like, why would he want to come there? And he's like, well, he threatened to take away the child's college fund if he didn't come visit. So my thing is, you've been raising this child for 16 years. You are all that this child knows as a father. So for you to take that personal against his mama because of something that she did that had nothing to do with him, like you deserve for him not to want to have a relationship with you. I get that you hurt. I get that. But that child didn't do nothing to you. So for you to treat him like he ain't nothing, like you need time to heal. Now he needs time to heal, because that's detrimental to any young man. Like, for you to know that your mama, like, he should have a problem with his mama and his daddy now. Because if I was him, I would be like, oh, I got a problem with you because basically you abandoned me for something that my mama did. And I got a problem with my mama because now you didn't put me in this situation to where I feel like I can't depend on neither one of y'all. I don't have neither one of y'all.
And so did he eventually meet his biological father?
He did. No,
okay.
I think he did. And I guess the dad felt like that was the reason why he didn't want to come see him, because he had started to, I guess he met the biological dad and started having a relationship with him. But I guess it came down to like him and the biological dad not having a relationship, and then him not having a relationship with, you know, the father either.
So okay. Now, in this dynamic, were the parents, or were these black people we're talking about?
They could have been any race, though.
Really
okay,
because I know all races that have some shit similar to that.
So the preface of my point is important. It's more important.
He was thinking about the diapers and George about the 15.
He want his money back. But I guess he was saying like, oh, I paid child support and I still came around to visit, so he should still want to have something to do with me.
So, you know, it doesn't matter if they were black or whatever, but my message to black men out there, you should know in these times that we grow up in, that unity in the black community and in black families should be placed above everything.
Unity.
It should be placed above everything. So, and again, like your child that has 2 fathers in the household is set up for extremely more success than any other.
Here's where I stand on that though. After learning that's not my child, right?
Mm-hmm.
One, we got to figure out who the daddy is. That's
Rightfully so.
Why you gonna go whip his ass? Like,
No,
why?
no, because that's y'all did it. It ain't even I don't even blame you because this is my wife. You not my wife. She is.
Yeah.
She stepped out. So
Exactly.
that's where the problem with me lies. I don't got no problem with you, dog.
Exactly.
Here's the thing though. One, you need to take responsibility for your child.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be there for your child. And everything that I done did up to this point, you have to continue. Now, will I still be around? Possibly. And I understand, I respect that man's decision to say, I need some time to heal. Now,
you don't say that to the child.
I was about to say, I don't think he's right with telling that to a 16-year-old.
Child did nothing to you.
No. Here, listen though.
All right.
Because what else do I say? Why are you treating me this way?
That's the thing. Like,
shit between me and your mama.
That's the thing. You don't treat him no different. He's still your child. You don't treat him no different.
That's not easy for me to do, knowing how you were produced.
But if you didn't know for 16 years and it didn't matter.
True. So it didn't, because I thought it was mine.
But that's not the point. Why treat him differently because of the fact that you just finding out? Like, that's what he did. Like that's what we're talking about.
And I know, but my thing is, because I will say every man is going to deal with that situation differently. There are some that would do far worse and just cut the motherfucker off completely. Right. There are some that, like you said, just wouldn't care. Just be like, well, I done raised him this long. This is my son at this point, right? So, but I have to respect him in that he talked to him like a man, saying, I need time to heal. So this ain't on you.
Listen, you can't talk to a 16-year-old like a man. Why not? Because his brain is not fully developed. Didn't you hear what that dude said about that 18-year-old that shot? Man. Stop it. Stop it.
Okay.
Brandon said Rob is right. Hell is frozen. No. Damn, it's like that, Brandon.
Oh my God. So, you know what? Speaking from experience, my mother remarried late in me and Chef's life, and I was in my teenage years when she did. And my stepfather, I didn't have any ill will toward him, and from growing up, shouts out to Pops Anthony. I grew up with two fathers in my life. Excellent. I took things from both worlds, and that's probably why my mentality is a little bit different from it, because I'm like, there's no better way that I came out, because I had two fathers in my life, two mothers in my life, and I learned from both aspects of it, and voila.
He's the product, motherfucker.
I am. Oh yeah. And my neighborhood homeboy, Samuel Conwright, just joined in the chat. Shouts out to you.
Motherfucking Conwright in the building.
Conwright's in the house. So he lived right up the block from us. And again, this neighborhood, he can attest to everything that I'm saying.
Sobers was the neighborhood dad for everybody.
He was the neighborhood dad for everybody on the block. And I couldn't wish for a better stepdad than no one, honestly. So that was my dedication.
But he didn't treat you no differently.
He didn't treat
you know what I'm saying? No. He didn't treat you no differently, regardless when he found out. Like, he didn't treat you any different.
I'm 40 years old. He still doesn't treat me any different.
Exactly. Like, my dad is the same way. My dad and my mom been together since I was 2. But till this day, you can't tell me that that's not my dad. You can't tell him that I'm not his child.
Yeah.
Like, the way that he talks about me and the way that I act, it's like, you would have swore that I literally came from him, because it's like
here's the difference between y'all's situation and this man's situation. This man thought this was his biological child for 16 years, and then all of a sudden, shit, this ain't even my child. There's a betrayal there. There's a
yeah, it is. And it's a betrayal
different.
from his wife, but it's also a betrayal for his son from him, because like his son's 16 years old. I'm looking up to you as a man. Like I'm a girl, but if I was a boy, I'm looking up to you as a man. And then for you to tell me that, I can't respect you. Like, how can I respect you
from the child perspective? From the child's perspective, I completely understand where he's coming from. I completely, I get it.
As an adult, but he's still wrong. As an adult, you need time,
you can't say he's wrong.
He is. If you need time to heal, then if you need time to heal, then you need to go seek counseling. You need to go seek something from somewhere. But for you to bring that to the child, because for you to bring that to the child who has absolutely nothing to do with it, who didn't ask to come here, who wasn't a part of, the only part he was of the mistake that happened was he was conceived. It wasn't his fault. So for you to treat him,
he's not blaming him. Like, he's not blaming the child.
It's not that he's blaming him, but he's pushing the issue that he got with the wife onto the child.
He's not even pushing it. He's just letting it know. Like, how's the pushing it on?
It is because for you to tell the child, I am going to get right back, bro. I'm going to get right back.
This hit me hard. I gotta heal.
Yo,
like,
so
I'm gonna get right back. I need to heal.
But I gotta, like, you gotta give me some time.
I wouldn't have no issue with that if he didn't have contact with none of the other kids. But for you to call a woman's house and only ask to talk to your older child and your younger child and leave that middle child out as a man, to a woman, to a man, you are wrong. You are dead fucking wrong.
I called to speak to my children. If his daddy didn't call,
he's your child too. Oh, you are so fucked up for that. You are such a fucked up.
Oh, hey.
You are so fucked up for that.
No, the mama fucked up for that.
No, you're fucked up for that because that child ain't had shit to do with that.
Okay.
Oh, we probably need to change this damn subject because hell no. Did you just say if his daddy didn't call?
Look at the smile. Look at the smile.
How that my fault?
Yo, he trolling. There's no Look at the smile on his face. He's fucking.
He is right.
Look, hey, Kyle, you supposed to be in this position. I had to take your role.
He is not shit. Cause see, I was trying to be calm and I was trying to be cool about it.
Brandon said the same thing, though.
I would have said the same thing if you were agreed with Sunshine. I would totally say what you said. You've been the bad guy.
See, that's why somebody got to be the bad guy.
Podcast. That's why we do perfectly balanced podcast.
But this shit ain't balanced because he is so wrong for that. You know what?
All right, moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on.
We're gonna have to because
all right.
You better hope I don't catch you in the streets.
Stop it. We got to talk about
my keys and everything. Hold up, Rob. I got this. Y'all over here beefing like
we already had our time to play out. What you got?
Man, I say it is a great day for celebrity. My boy, Johnny motherfucking Depp.
That's why I was going.
Hold on. Hey, before you even go into that, we had a pre-show conference before we got into that. So we got to talk. We got to segue into
pre-show conference. Okay.
See, Chef, this is what happened when you showed the word late.
Ooh, I almost said something. It almost came out.
Before we segue into the Amber Heard thing, we gotta talk about Will Smith and Jada.
Yeah.
Man.
You know what? Let's beat this dead horse real quick, a little bit longer than we.
Well, no, she just came out and said some new stuff, so that's the reason why we.
Okay. Look, I know I missed the show, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna leave it at this. This motherfucker ain't sugar honey iced tea. You should have addressed the shit from the get-go. Don't wait a whole motherfucking 60 days. Now, hey, I want to talk about my disorder with my hair, but let's focus on these two great men Kiss my ass with motherfucking.
She didn't even talk about it like Will was her husband. That's my issue with it. She talked about it like these grown men, like they childish ass need to get their shit together. Like that's how she was talking. Like
she needed time to heal.
Get the hell out of here.
Hey,
he need time to heal.
God took the role back. He took the
Get the hell out of here. Whatever, man. I look at her totally different. Like these past couple years, I look at her totally different.
She can be on fire. And if I'd had to piss on her to put it out, I probably wouldn't do
it. Damn.
My goodness.
Yeah, and now that we're done with that, let's talk about another one where I wouldn't piss to put out on the fire. Amber Heard, come to the court. Come to the front.
Hey,
she's another one.
She got two. She got $2 million though. But Johnny said, "Hey, look."
She actually didn't even get that. She actually didn't get that.
Said R. Kelly would.
Oh shit!
She actually didn't get $2 million.
She got with the alley-oop. I'm talking about B Money.
My
coming through with the alley-oop.
Brandon, when we have family and friends episode, you better be on here. You need to be
no excuses.
Actually, no excuses. On the Zoom with us, we need to see your face.
Facts.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So we got to talk about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp's defamation case. So here's the results. We've been waiting for the results of this since Friday. The results are in, and the jury said that both were liable for defamation. Johnny was liable for one count of defamation on one post that his lawyer made, and then she was liable for 3 posts that she made personally,
including the article that she proclaimed that she did not. It wasn't about him, but the article was about him.
The whole article says she's a victim of abuse. She's representing.
It's not about him, but I'm gonna just mention his name about 20 times. But it's really not about him.
But the article,
it's about me.
The article. So her leg that she was standing on was that the article never said his name. However, she was married to the nigga at the time. So and then didn't accuse any exes or anything like that of abuse. Didn't mention anyone's name about abuse.
So did you guys feel that this was like almost on par with the O.J. Simpson trial? Like as far as it taking over the media?
Yeah. No, I won't say it's not as big.
It was like 50%. Like, cause it's been in the media. I can't even watch my TikToks without seeing one people read
the trial. But that was the same thing with Derek Chauvin. His case, his trial. It was the same thing.
The George Floyd dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Derek Chauvin's trial was very publicized. So we can't compare it to OJ.
It's all about ratings, man. It's all about ratings.
We can't compare it to OJ because social media is a different animal now. It used to just be CNN, Fox, ABC, NBC. That's it. Right? Now it's fucking everything.
They are not even controlling the narrative anymore.
Yeah. So TikTok and Instagram are controlling it right now.
Mm-hmm.
For real. Because you only see a 30-second clip of what was said, and 99% of it on this Amber Heard Johnny Depp case has been Johnny being funny on the stand or Amber Heard talking about she misspoke. and or fucking his Johnny Depp's lawyer Camille. The fact that I even know her fucking name.
No, she was. Hey, real talk. She's a beast.
She
is a beast.
Real.
She straight went raw on that whole.
No lie though. She is on Donnie Cochran's level right now. Not gonna cap.
Yeah.
No cap. Like if it's a defamation case that you're trying to win, call Camille. Bitch got your back. Okay.
And she's not too. You know what?
that whoever, I don't even know Amber Heard's lawyers are, but I don't think they're gonna get another case this high ever again. This is one of those cases that either makes or breaks you, and we see both sides. It broke her lawyers, but it made Camille and Shoot, boy. Them two motherfuckers them motherfuckers on 10 right now. So
look, I bet you R. Kelly, I'm like, hey, get them on the phone right motherfucking now.
Nah, they probably ain't gonna represent his ass.
Nobody will represent R. Kelly at this point.
No, Bill Cosby lawyer. Yeah,
they got Cosby off.
Exactly. So it's but this was definitely a decent case. So, like I said, both were found liable. However, the amounts were far different. So as we know, Johnny Depp asked for $50 million and Amber Heard countersued for $100 million. Johnny Depp is getting $10 million in compensatory damages.
It's actually 15. It's 15.
Hold on, it's $10 million in compensatory, $5 million.
Listen.
Okay.
But however,
hold on. Let me do the whole thing. So
you be dragging it out. Like, come on.
Johnny's getting $10 million in compensatory and $5 million in punitive. She's getting $2 million in compensatory and nothing in punitive. However, in Virginia, because this trial was taken in Fairfax County, Virginia, the maximum amount that can be awarded for punitive damages is only $350,000. So his $5 million that he would get is lowered to $350,000, which comes out, if you balance out the two numbers, comes out to about $8.35 million in Johnny's favor.
Yeah,
that's what he's gonna get. So still, Johnny comes out with dumb.
Exactly.
Now,
glad that shit's over with.
Here's the thing. And her career is now destroyed.
I mean, there's always a Hallmark TV. There's always Hallmark.
Lifetime.
So and the thing is, though, Brandon, they probably are getting a healthy sum of it, but for Johnny, it had nothing to do with the money. It had nothing to do with the money. It had everything to do with the truth coming out and him clearing his fucking name.
Yeah, and Amber Heard is already supposedly going to be featured in Aquaman 3.
You got what?
Yeah. She's already cast.
Do you expect anything different though? Like, do you really expect anything different?
Look. Like, nothing is going to be watched.
Listen here. In it. Me, PhD
come out yet?
Yeah. Damn it, PhD. Why did you say that? You know damn well how we get when we talk about comics and movies, and then you gonna drop this bullshit on me like this.
Is not gonna spend.
I wasn't ready.
Well, you're not gonna do it today. Look, we got other shit to talk about.
You know what's gonna happen? Look, okay, check this out.
I hate him tonight, man. Somebody get him. Put his ass to sleep like his son. Like, really? No, Rob.
Oh man.
How about Rob? Rob said, y'all is not gonna do this brotherly fighting shit tonight.
Not tonight.
Listen here. Johnny don't want
not on duty. Not on duty.
So you know who's next on the clock? Disney. Come up off that check. Yes, Disney.
Yes, like that's don't nobody care about no damn Aquaman. Like that's what we care about.
So check this out. So not only so for all those sponsors that dropped them, except for the cologne, except for Dora, which they would, hey, we ride with you to the end, my nigga. You know how much cologne we've been selling? Dior, I think, Dior.
Dior.
I said Dora the Explorer. My bad. Yes, Dior.
I'm thinking Dora the Explorer. Like, Dora what?
So,
backpack.
Here's the thing. So, if you didn't see the Fantasy of the Beasts, Dumbledore, Johnny Depp was starred to be in that last third movie of Fantasy of the Beast. They had to recast
Fantastic
his
Beast.
character.
Are you serious? Because of her?
Yes, and everybody was excited.
She better get her a good bodyguard. Because she might come up missing.
Allegedly.
They still trying to do. I'm still tripping off Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm not watching that shit if Margot Robbie is gonna be
I feel like even with all the money that movie makes, Disney, like, why would they do that without knowing the facts though? That's the thing.
So Disney gotta offer Johnny a bill ticket in order to get on that.
No, and you know what? Johnny is not gonna take any bill. If he's the man that we all think he is, he ain't gonna take that shit.
Johnny is somebody at Disney better get on their knees.
Jerry Bruckheimer, is it Bruckheimer?
Bruckheimer, yeah. Jerry Bruckheimer.
Jerry Bruckheimer is gonna be like, you niggas need to give him.
What if Jerry steps down?
Yo, they need to give him a bill.
That's what I'm saying. It's either got to be somebody getting fired, or
they'd have to give the movie to somebody else to put on.
But it can't go to Disney. It can't go to nobody else.
No, I'm saying Disney would have to give it to somebody else to produce for him to do it.
If it's a Michael Bay, that shit gonna be bloody and all that. Nah, we're not doing that.
Explosions.
Yeah.
They're better off dropping the whole franchise.
No, they could cut a deal with somebody and be like, we'll give it to you. Just give us a percentage of what's made.
So look, they can't pull a Sony Marvel. They can't pull a Sony
I'm saying to save face, they could go ahead and do it like that.
They gonna try to pull a Spider-Man deal and that shit ain't gonna work out. Or X-Men deal, it ain't gonna work out.
He's gonna do it.
What's going to happen is
he's gonna do it.
They're gonna try to pull a Sony Marvel deal and switch it up, and people are gonna be like, nope. We know how you did Johnny Depp.
He's gonna do it.
If Johnny does it though, he's
gonna do it because the fans want him. He's gonna do it because the
highest grossing Pirates of the Caribbean movie ever filmed.
Ever.
If he does it,
ever,
it will be the highest growth, and they know this, which is why they are like, fuck.
You gotta make it right. You gotta amend the rights. Yeah, big time.
So
they'll figure it out.
If I'm Disney, what's the nickname? Bruckheimer.
Jerry Bruckheimer.
Jerry already got him on the phone. Jerry Bruckheimer already got him on the phone.
He probably called him before the verdict was over.
Oh yeah, he called his ass 3 weeks ago. Hey man, I apologize. I heard the shit that you played. That's my bad. That's my bad, dog.
Johnny was like, if you ain't talking money, I don't want to talk to you. Click.
And here's the thing. So, because the lawyer in the trial when he was testifying, he only said 300 mil and $1 million alpacas. That's not that wasn't even. You gotta go top notch. Johnny Depp for this. If he does Pirates of the Caribbean, Johnny Depp has to be the highest paid actor ever. And you gotta fork it over
Robert Downey Jr. money.
Yes. And here's the thing. If Disney pulls it off, I see this being bigger than fucking Avatar. Like, for real.
Ooh,
I see this being...
Wait, hold on. But that's in the same realm, though.
No, I'm talking about as far as Avatar was the high is still the highest grossing movie ever made.
Right.
I see this being bigger than that.
So what the thing is with that is they have that in their back pocket. Disney has Avatar in their back pocket.
And they've been holding on to Avatar for a minute. It's gone. I think now it's too far. It's
getting ready to drop. The second one's getting ready to drop.
They said that 3 years ago too.
It's done.
It's never too late.
Yeah.
Well,
this shit is not. You know what? I'm calling it right now. It is not going to pull the numbers that it was supposed to be doing.
What if Johnny does it?
No. We're talking about Avatar.
Oh no! If they would have came out with Avatar 3 years later,
yeah,
it would have been a
Avatar. Banger. If Avatar would have dropped the same year Endgame would have dropped.
Oh my god! Yeah. Oh god!
That was the year for movies.
Yeah, for sure. Now so if, like I said, if Johnny does it, I think this is gonna gross higher than Avatar. Now we gotta real quick. We only gonna spend another 3 minutes on this, but Top Gun just dropped, right? And Top Gun has been. I still haven't seen it. Don't say shit.
I haven't seen it either.
So
I still haven't.
Y'all need to go see that shit. So all I'm gonna say is I'm not gonna put any spoilers out there. If you watch Top Gun, we were all kids when we watched it. Same vibe,
different people
with the different people, and they didn't miss. They didn't miss at all.
That's a good description. Don't spoil shit.
Am I right? Am I right, Chef?
You ain't lying.
So my grandmother and my dad, and I think my aunt went too. They went to see it in the IMAX theater with the seats that move, and they said it was absolutely epic.
Wow,
I want to see it that way.
One other thing, there's no doubt this is the movie to go see in theater. Do not see it at home.
Because go see it in the theater.
It takes away the experience totally.
Yeah. So
I was totally immersed into. I've never been immersed into a movie like this since Endgame. But
I was gonna say Endgame. I was in that shit.
It was the anticipation of it, and you kind of get this as well. So people 30 years and up, don't bootleg it. And I'm not saying that to just like, hey, just go to the movies or don't go to the movies. No, you will get a movie experience like no other. If you go see this,
man, like
I shit you not. And again, like I wasn't even anticipating this movie, but I went to go see it. Me and Queen Nita, we left out of there. We're like, hold on to our seats the entire movie. Like, there's no dead points in the movie. Like, there's at a point I was like, "Whoa, I gotta go pee."
It's so look, y'all need to have me go see because there's so many good parts.
There's so
and it's like it's hard not to sit here and spoil it for you because it's
then to protect y'all from spoiling some shit, we gonna move on. Okay.
But I can't tell you this. I did I doubled down. I saw it on bootleg. Then I took my ass to the movie theaters and saw it. And I still had the same. Listen, I still had the same amazing experience.
Do not listen to him. Do not see it on bootleg. Will not have the same experience. Like,
don't do that shit.
He is banned from giving movie advice. Like,
well,
you don't know what we're talking about.
We gotta move on. We gotta talk about some somber shit. So as we all know, last week we had the shooting that happened in Uvalde County at Robb Elementary. That was extremely unfortunate. And tragic. And now moving to Oklahoma, that's right up the road from Texas, in Tulsa, Oklahoma. A hospital campus was had a shooting earlier today, where at least 4 people were killed. The actual number is not confirmed just yet. This is according to CNN, and this was updated 20 minutes ago, so this is recent. CNN report says at least 4 people were killed Wednesday in a shooting on a hospital campus in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Police said in a news conference Wednesday evening. The gunman is also dead, police said. Authorities believe the shooter's gunshot wound was self-inflicted. So he killed himself. Tulsa Police Department Deputy Chief Eric Dalgliesh, said in the news conference, dispatchers received a call about an active shooter at the Natalie Medical Building, a physician's office building on the St. Francis Hospital campus at roughly 4:52 p.m. local time, Dalgliesh said. Officers responded to the scene at roughly 4:56. Damn, that's a pretty fast response time, fucking 4 minutes, and made contact with victims and the suspect roughly 5 minutes later, Dalgliesh said. The officers who arrived could hear shots inside the building, which directed them to the second floor, according to the deputy chief. The scene is fairly limited to one section of that floor on the second floor. At least part of the scene was in an orthopedic office on that floor, according to that. I don't know what the fuck this dude's name. Dalgliesh. I'm gonna go with that. He says no officers were injured. Investigators are interviewing witnesses that were in the building. One witness was found locked in the closet. Police said that they're getting close to identifying the suspect, who said one rifle and one handgun with him. It appears both weapons at one point or another were fired. So this man was able to walk into a medical facility with a rifle and a handgun. Now, handgun, everyone's right. Rifle, time to get suspicious. Into a medical facility, go up to the second floor and shoot people and then kill himself.
And nobody said nothing.
At no point in time should you be allowed. No sane individual should be even thinking about, even if you're going to go be seen, to have a gun with you, a firearm. There's no reason. I can't think of any at all. There's no reason that you should be thinking to have a firearm with you.
So let's do like we did with Robb Elementary. Instead of talking about the problem, let's offer solutions, right? If we're talking about the problems but we don't have a solution, then we're just adding to the problem. So what are solutions here? Do we say now gun laws restrict people from having rifles on their person, or do they restrict people from rifles even leaving the household unless for sports shooting or something like that?
No, if you see something, say something. Like he was able to walk in there, go to the second floor. I'm sure he walked past somebody. Like the place wasn't completely empty. So you see something, say something. Okay, this dude got a whole damn rifle. With everything that's going on today, you in a medical facility with a rifle? Yeah. Ding, ding, ding.
Speaking of see something, say something.
Mass shooter for $300, Alex.
I carry my weapon with me at all time. No, Brandon, see, here's the thing. You don't carry a fucking rifle with you.
Exactly.
You carry a handgun, which is what most people should be doing at this point. I'm not speaking like I know you personally, but I'm just saying.
Brandon, like, damn, man.
Yeah, no, right.
At this point now, I would not be surprised if more people put in requests for concealed carry license.
I don't need one in Georgia no more. So,
well, I'm saying in those states that do require them.
Yeah,
we see an influx of concealed carry firearms, and they're legally allowed to possess and legally allowed to conceal. It is what it is, and you know what? From my point of view, if this is hypothetically, if every American was allowed to conceal carry, you would decrease mass shootings.
Now, here's perfect prime example as to why people should carry at least, at very, very minimum. There was a graduation party going on. I'm gonna talk about this graduation party. There's a graduation party going on, and in Virginia, and a person. I'm trying to find the story. A person was
not a person, a woman.
A woman. So I'm trying to find the story so I can be exact. Mm-hmm. I can't find it. Where'd y'all send it? Was it on Instagram?
I think it was. I had tried to find it the other day too, and I couldn't find it.
Okay.
Oh, you know why you can't find it?
They deleted it?
No, because CNN and all of the left-leaning news is not talking about it.
Well, of course.
Why not?
Because it goes against the narrative. It goes against the narrative. Okay, well, like I said, before, the C on this hat.
Oh, here it goes. BBC News: armed female bystander kills man firing at party in West Virginia.
Where is that at?
Charleston, West Virginia.
No, I'm saying where did you see it?
It's on BBC News. No, I just pulled it up. I Googled it.
Oh, okay.
What the hell is BBC News reporting on American news for?
Valid.
It says a woman has fatally shot a man who opened fire on a crowd of people with a semi-automatic rifle in Charleston, West Virginia. Dennis Butler, a 37-year-old with an extensive criminal history, was killed after he targeted a group of around 40 people attending a birthday party. Oh, it was a birthday party.
Oh, I thought it was a graduation party.
It says the woman's quick reaction saved lives and may have prevented a mass shooting. It comes amid a national debate over guns after a school shooting in Texas. Butler had driven by the area earlier on Wednesday evening when he was warned to slow down because children were playing. He returned armed with an AR-15 type rifle and opened fire from his vehicle on the birthday graduation party outside the apartment complex in the city. Mr. Hazlitt told a news conference that the woman who fired back did not have any law enforcement background. She has not been identified. She's just a member of the community who was carrying her weapon lawfully, he said. And instead of running from the threat, she engaged with the threat and saved several lives. She pulled a Cleo from Set It Off. I'm a bitch with a gun.
And this is a prime example as to why every American adult, sane adult,
she might not have had no law enforcement background, but I happen to know from visiting West Virginia that the black folks they're pretty much in the hood.
Yeah,
like they got black folks in West Virginia, but they're in the hood.
So they're in the hood. This is, like I said, a prime example as to why every American should be carrying. Every sane American should be carrying, and also what would be the purpose of that
though? Like, you mad because they told you to slow down because kids is playing? Like, are you mad because of how they told you that? Like, people. I don't understand.
It probably wasn't that simple.
Ratchet, say what he gotta say. I want to hear it.
What'd you say?
I said I want to hear the King of Ratchet. What's your breakdown of the situation?
Listen here. That wasn't gun toting Karen. That was pistol toting Betty.
Yeah, this is some black folks.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, real talk. I'm giving you a warning. Nice. Hey, slow down, my dog. Slow down. We're trying to turn up. You want to play? I'll make you a play. But the fact that you left, felt some type of way, just go get my motherfucking gun. Betty said,
she didn't have to go get it. She pulled it out her purse.
In the great words of the man Sugar Free, stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
She pulled a whole Medea. She was like, oh, hell no. We ain't finna have this.
So, and this is the way that I see it. He came there talking mad shit. It's like, you know what? I'm going to go get my shit.
And this is pure speculation.
Keep this up. So, y'all, I can do whatever the fuck I want. It's like,
why do I want to object like Amber Heard lawyers? Object calls for speculation. No foundation.
So she said fuck around and found out, and he did. He found out.
Yeah. So was the guy that went back, was he Anglo-Saxon, or was this another brother? Was this a brother?
It is. You know what?
They was black. They was black. They all.
He learned the hard way.
So
he learned the hard way.
The nigga that came back shooting was black.
Yeah.
Yes, they all was black.
Look. Like
yes,
Mr. Totem Betty said, "Look,
it happens in the black community too, but it just happens a little bit different."
Let me talk to the family. I need y'all to hear me.
The way I saw it in my head was exactly that. So I was like, "Yo, this was definitely a black on black because nobody."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It happens in the black community too. It just happens a little bit different.
Yeah.
It's only because nobody's talking about it. That's the only reason you could think like it's got to be black on black.
Yep.
So here's the thing.
Talking about it.
And the funny thing is, it's not reported. I don't see it reported nowhere in the U.S. I see BBC. I see UK. I don't see it reported nowhere else.
It's reported over in the Europe and shit, but not reported here. That's crazy.
So USA Today actually reported on it. CNN did not. They didn't comment on it at all. Fox News reported on this incident. There was the local news reported on it within West Virginia. So and that's the point. It's like, no, they do not want you to find out that you can protect yourself in the midst of a direct shootout. That's not the narrative. The narrative is there's an epidemic of gun violence. We need to sign legislation to give up all your guns.
That was proper rules of engagement right there. That was 101 rules of engagement.
I thought about something today, and I was like, you know what? I would give up my AR-15 if the police gave up theirs.
Ooh.
And that's the talk that everybody should be having. If the police gave up theirs, I would be okay. You know what? Yes, there's an epidemic of weapons of war. If the police gave up theirs, I will give up mine. Because if you really think about it, we as Black and brown people are not safe. We need the best means to protect ourselves, no matter what. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And so we need to be on equal footing, just in case some shit pop off. And if they de-escalate, we de-escalate. And again, we're not the protagonist, or not. We're not the antagonists. We're not causing all of this violence at all. Like, when's the last time you heard about a Black neighborhood being shot up with AR-15s? It's not really happening, and that's not the narrative.
Well, I mean, we're not, besides Chicago and Detroit, we're not gonna talk about that.
And again, even in Chicago, when was the last time you heard about a mass shooting? And this is gonna get to my next point.
We would be talking about that shit all week if that was
all the time, because technically shootings happen all the time in Chicago, but they're not mass shootings. But you will start to see a surge in mass shootings reported in Chicago. Mark my words. Today, June 1st, you will start to see a surge of mass shootings reported in June, because they need to change the narrative. The reason why they need to change the narrative, because white men are on par to exceed the analytics and the statistics for mass shootings in America.
Well, I think it's pretty fair to say that they got it. They got that in the bag.
No, so what I'm saying is they are on par to exceed.
It's the Kraken.
I told you.
What's okay? Here's my thing, right? We talk about all these mass shootings, right? Pretty much every one of them is done by a white man. Pretty much all of them.
Pretty much all the ones that are reported.
Yeah, but okay, so that's the thing. So when we get to 10 and above people, it's almost 98% white.
So and again, like when we talk about the everyday shootings where 1 or 2 or 3 people are reported in it, I haven't looked at the data. I think that Black and brown people lead that statistic. Anything over 4 that is actually reported as a mass shooting, the other got that shit in the bag. Colored people.
I honestly don't feel like you can use statistics. And the reason why I say I don't feel like you can use statistics, because statistics are not always based on facts.
They're skewed. Yes, exactly.
They are skewed, but it's also based on your sample size.
Yes.
So
exactly. But
whenever you hear the news or the media spitting out statistics to you or numbers to you, you need to be thinking, okay, what is the underlying demographic that you're trying to use? Because you're leaving out some numbers.
Yeah, they always do.
They always do. So
listen. But now, to their credit, you can never get all of the numbers for sure.
You
understood that.
But
you can get all of the data.
You can get all of the data that you want to report.
Yeah, and that's where the quote fake news kind of rears its head, because you get into it, but it's also murky waters anytime you get into statistics.
He at the bottom of that cup now.
It's anytime you get into statistics in politics, statistics and race wars, statistics and whatever, there's always going to be some shit that's skewed. There's always going to be a bias. There's always going to be some things that aren't reported. So
Brandon said, "Just think ever." He said, "I'd rather have it than not need it, and need it and not have it." So all I'm saying is we need to be paying attention a little bit more to what the narrative actually is. I'm not saying take action. All I'm saying is know what is in your best interest and what is not. And whether you're left leaning or right leaning, they are not in your best interest. You need to look at your situation and see for yourself if that news or what's being reported or what's being litigated is in your best interest. Period.
Okay. Respect. I can resonate with that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, okay. Chef, what you got?
On a somber note, I'm gonna take this off and pay a little respect. We lost a very, very unique human being here in the Metroplex. Dallas Cowboy running back Marion Barber suddenly passed away at the age of 38. So, your boy DJ Chef, being a Steeler fan that I am, I'm gonna be a little bit respectful. It ain't gonna throw no salt on him because this one right here kind of hurts because I ain't gonna lie, I did like Marion the Barber. You know what I'm saying? That boy ran the
Marion the Barber.
You know what I'm saying? The boy ran the field pretty sweet for the Cowboys. There has not been issued a cause of death, but he was found in his apartment in Frisco, age 38. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't ready.
Wasn't ready for that.
I don't think anybody was.
Shout out to all the Cowboys. Hey, we praying for you. We hope y'all come together as a unified team, nation, THD. You know what I'm saying?
Crackish. No comment. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, we're going to end the episode.
Brandon, stop it. I'm trying to be. God damn it. What do you say on The Godfather? Every time I try to leave, they keep pulling me back in.
Listen,
let's get out of here, Rob.
Thank you so much for listening to the Purpose Balance podcast, man. This is episode 8. Of course, episode 10 will be a Friends and Family episode that is coming up on Monday. Make sure you're prepared for that. It's going down on Monday, Friends and Family episode. Make sure you join us live. Of course, we are not sending a link out to everybody. It'll be to only people who are verified. Motherfuckers gotta be vetted. Okay, we're gonna do another paid event for Monday. So it'll be again 99 cents, so you can get the link and you can watch the episode. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this is the Perfect Balance podcast. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern. We're just a panel of brown people having good conversations over here. I'm your host, Big Rob. Who else you got in the building?
It's your girl Sunshine, and it is definitely my bedtime. So I will catch y'all on the flip side. Oh,
what up, man?
Y'all talk to James.
Hey. Just always want to be on the camera.
Right? It's me, KG, aka Dr. Graves, no PhD. You know who we are. We came to drop bars, and I have my C for Coach.
All right, Chef, your turn.
Oh,
damn!
But
do him like he do me. Do him like he do me. All right, let's go.
I have my C for Coach hat on, but it means for conspiracy. Stay woke, folks.
That was great execution.
That was
great execution.
All right.
You got what it takes.
Hey.
And I want you to know that
these are the braids.
I gotta give you some joy before I get out of here. Hey, I'm just letting y'all know Your boy DJ Chef is about to bust his ass wide open on this DJ
battle.
Pause aggressively.
I'm telling
Pay
you.
your motherfucking dues. Pay your motherfucking dues to the community.
Yo.
Jesus.
Yo.
That was an aggressive one.
Yo, that was
that one was almost audible.
I saw the shit. I'm drunk and I saw the shit coming. And I was like,
yeah. You said when you say bust his ass, I said, ooh, here he come.
You killed my like no other.
Boy, you better put your Sunday best on. You better shine them damn navy boots up, spit them, and make them look real good. Cause I'm coming for you, boy.
Pause, please. Jesus, pause.
So when are they gonna do their battle? Because I want to be here for that.
We'll talk pre-show here. We'll talk.
We'll talk post-show when we're gonna set that one up.
Don't worry, fans. We're gonna give it to you. We're gonna give it to you all the way. Uncut.
He's just out of line, like all the way around. Like he's just out of line. What the hell?
Damn.
Hey, look. That's the end of this episode, man. Thank you again to all of our listeners, man. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern. All right, we'll see y'all on Friday. Peace.